everyone, and welcome back to the Real Positive Girl podcast. Happy Thursday. If you're new here, I just want to let you know that Thursday is one of my favorite days. And if you're not new here, then you already know that because I think I mention it every single week. But happy Thursday. I hope that your day is going well. If it's already started. If it's not started, then I hope that it does go well and it's awesome. But if it's already started and it's been kind of rocky and lame and sucky, then I hope that it gets better. And I hope that you're able to do what I tell you to do every single time. Find at least 5 minutes so that you can feel some peace, you can feel no stress, you can just feel calm and problem solve how you'll be able to deal with any of the crap that may carry over to the next day. And just be positive and know that tomorrow is a new day. So again, happy Thursday. This week we were talking about the fear of success. And today we're going to be talking specifically about why do you want to be successful? You know, we've been talking about success and the things you need to do, like, you know, determining if you do have a fear of success, planning it out, becoming more disciplined with your plan. But today let's talk about why do you want to be successful, you know? So let's jump right in. Think about how your desire to be successful relates to your personal goals. So for me, I want to be successful because I know that if I am successful, I will be able to help as many people as possible. And that is one of my number one personal goals, is to help as many people as possible, you know, destigmatize talking about mental health issues and diagnosis online, in person, everywhere in the entire world. So that is how my desire to be successful relates to my personal goals, because I know that if I am successful in my podcast and then hopefully in my future video series on YouTube, if I can just get over my fear of judgment and just get that done, then I'll be able to help more people. And that's where my heart is. It's where it's always been. Ever since I was a child, I just want to help people and help them become the best person that they could ever be and navigate through all the crap that we all deal with and be able to be the strongest we have ever been. So think about that. Think about how it relates. You know, spend some time. I always say spend at least 15 minutes, because I feel like if you spend 5 minutes, you'll get to the surface. In 10, it's a little better, but 15, you'll actually be writing down notes, creating little flow charts, mind maps. Like, you'll actually go deep and actually understand what is truly happening in your mind, way better than just scratching the surface. Just achieving milestones and making gains in our life gets us excited and pushes to want to be successful in everything we do. So, I think on Tuesday, I talked about creating deadlines and milestones, and then yesterday's episode I talked about documenting the progress that you've made in the project or dream or goal or whatever it is that you're doing, and just getting through those milestones and seeing the gains that you've made. It just makes you super excited and it pushes you to want to be more successful. And that's another reason why we want to be successful, because we see how far we've already come and we see how much farther we have to go, but it's so much more worth it to us to continue going, to see how far we've already come, especially if we never thought that we would actually come as far as we have. For me, that would be this podcast, because in my hearts of hearts, I've always wanted to do it, but I was really surprised that I actually just stepped outside of myself and have done it, despite anything that may have come against me for doing it, and still does, because it's just in my heart, and I decided to step out in faith and just do it and know that it's the right thing to do. And it just wants me to be more and more successful, knowing that I've helped a couple people out there at least, and that a couple people keep coming back to listen to it, and I so appreciate that, and that's all that matters to me, and it makes me want to continue to do more and more to become more successful. So that could be your reason as well. Being successful in winning feels good. It absolutely does. You know, when you are just winning the day, winning in whatever you're working on, especially if it's a win that comes out of nowhere and you are feeling so crummy, you're feeling like you weren't getting anywhere, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's a win. It just feels so good. It makes you want to win even more. It makes you want to press even harder into what you're doing, focus even more. It just gives you that little bit of bubble up of positivity and confidence to keep on going. And I think that's absolutely amazing. And I know you do too, because, everyone likes to win. No one likes to lose. And we can't win all the time. And so if you do lose, you want to think about the learning opportunities that come with that, and just know that next time you absolutely could win. So just keep that in mind. Think about what benefits you believe you will gain if you are successful. So for me, the benefits that I believe that I will gain if I'm successful is a possibility of being able to partner with a bigger network of podcasts that maybe all focus on mental health or just positive lifestyles in general, and being able to partner with them and gain a bigger audience so that I am able to help more people. So that's the way that I would think about that. Another benefit to if I actually started my videos that I want to do would be reaching a different audience on a different platform in a different way, because I know that a lot of people listen to podcasts these days and watch videos, but I do know that sometimes the community and the demographic for those are a little bit different, and some people don't do both. Some people just do one or the other, and being able to reach more people that way is definitely a benefit that I would love to have. And maybe it won't happen for a little while. Maybe I do need my podcast to kind of take off just a little bit so that I'm able to enter that space. And I would probably talk about, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to talk about different things on the video series, just so it'd be a wide range of knowledge that I'm able to put out there. But that would be one of the benefits. So just spend some time thinking about the benefits that you would gain if you were successful in whatever goal, project, thing that you are trying to tackle, currently working on, because that'll help put things into better perspective for you, and maybe even give you more confidence and courage to continue moving forward, tweak a few things, and just keep on pushing forward and knowing that you're going to get there. Having something to work towards creates positivity. Absolutely. It creates positivity, purpose, and new learning experiences. It also helps us recover from the pain we have experienced from past failures. So for me, being able to just push myself to actually start this podcast and record every single week actually has lessened the pain of any failures or mistakes, as I prefer you call them, in the past, because I feel like this success is overshadowing those mistakes and failures. And I would encourage you to think about it that way too. You might still want to put those mistakes and failures on a pedestal, despite how much success you're having right now, which doesn't make any sense. You should be focusing on your successes, and especially if you've already taken the time to learn and grow from anything bad that has happened in the past. So definitely keep on going, keep on working towards your goals. Having something to work towards does create positivity and purpose and new learning experiences. I personally believe that we should always be on a mission of learning something new, attacking new goals, however small, big they may be, and just continuing to be as positive as we can and share that positivity and light with others in our life, whether it's online or in person, fulfilling our purpose of who we're supposed to be, and just continuing to grow and become better people each and every single day. And I want to let you know, this might be a hard truth for some people, but don't ever think that you have made it. Don't ever think that you have become the best that you could ever be, because there's always room for growth. There's always learning opportunities. There's always room for change. And sometimes when we feel like we've hit the ceiling of as far as we can go in a certain thing, that might be our cue for us to have to pivot into something else and start all over again from the bottom, learning and growing and figuring out something else to continually make ourselves the best person that we can be. So I would encourage you to give that some thought. But yes, a lot of times, achieving these goals and moving forward in our life can really help us recover from any pain that we have previously experienced. And I think it's so good because it really it shows that we can actually move forward and continue trying new things and not live in a current state of fear, and know that we're not just screw ups. We're not just eternally screw ups, terrible people that don't know what they're doing. We are able to learn and grow and move forward and leave those things in the past and not continually dwell on them, obsess about them, and let them control our lives. So that's definitely something to think about as well. I think I'm going to end it here, guys. I want to give you guys a little bit of a short one today. And I hope that this has really helped someone. I think it's important to think about why you want to be successful, because we all want to be successful in everything we do in life, but it's so important to have that self-insight of why we want to be successful. And it'll just help to really solidify what we're doing, where we're going, and the goals that we have and what we're working on. So happy Thursday to you. I hope that you have a good rest of your day. I hope that this has helped someone. Please share with anyone that you feel needs to hear this message. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that anyone that comes back, whenever you do, or each and every day. It's amazing. I really love this time with you guys. So have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow for Friday's podcast. And that's it. All right. See you later.